Higher?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. All right.
Oh. Turn it back.
Turn it
now.
down.
Ow, wow, how do you turn it off?
I can really feel it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Prodigy. Today we are looking at some of the greatest deals ever on Shark Tank, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and also leave a like on the video. Sean Patel from Las Vegas had grown up in his parents' budget hotel and gone to public schools in the nation's worst school district, but had still managed to get a perfect SAT score and had ended up getting into the best schools in the country. He received around $500,000 in scholarship offers because he had only achieved all that thanks to SAT coaching. He wanted to help other students to be just as successful and had developed an educational program that helped students achieve their dreams. Whether it was getting into their favorite college or getting the scholarships they wanted to, Patel was seeking $250,000 for a 10% stake in his company and ended up making a deal with Mark Cuban, who gave him the $250,000 for 20%. During the update half a year after the episode had aired, Patel shocked viewers when he revealed that in the year before Shark Tank, he had done $600,000 in sales. Well, he had done a whopping $4 million in the 6 months, and thanks to his deal with a shark. His company, Prep Expert, was on the way to becoming one of the largest test prep providers in the US. In Season 7, Eric Hopperstad and Brian Brush entered the tank seeking an investment of $80,000 in exchange for 10% of their company, PRX Performance, which produces weight training equipment that takes up just inches of valuable home space. Well, not all the sharks were convinced that this would be a good deal. Kevin O'Leary decided to offer $80,000 in exchange for 20% of the business, adding that they would pay him back in 20% increments of their profit. Since he appeared to be the only shark believing in them, Eric and Brian accepted the offer, and it didn't take long for PRX Performance to take off. Today, the company has done more than $19 million in sales, and Mr. Wonderful can add this deal to his list of successes. Frank Weston and Connell Banner had no trouble starting a fire the old-fashioned way. They were aware of the fact that not everyone learned valuable fire starting skills as a youth and took this to their advantage. They created InstaFire, a safe fire starting kit which consists of volcanic rock wood pellets and paraffin wax and can produce flames of up to 16 inches in height that will stay lit for up to 30 minutes. The duo were seeking a $300,000 investment for 10% of their company and eventually agreed to give up 30%, striking a deal with Mark and Lori. InstaFire were doing $378,000 in sales after appearing on the show in 2016 and ended 2019 with an incredible $5 million in sales. The company plans to expand internationally in the future to roll out InstaFire-ready logs to cut down on deforestation in developing countries. Matt Alexander and Mike Connolly are another duo who struck a deal with Mr. Wonderful in Season 7 and made him a pretty happy man. The creators of Illumina, Activated Toilet Bowl Light, were looking for a $100,000 investment in exchange for 15% equity in the business and eventually agreed to give up 25% for $100,000. Soon after making a deal on Shark Tank, they signed an exclusive distribution contract with Bed Bath & Beyond and then worked on improving a Luma Bowl with customized dimming, a stronger motion sensor, and more color options, which led to agreements with Walmart and other vendors to carry that version. While this created some issues, Kevin O'Leary quickly helped them fix the problems, and just 1 year after appearing on the ABC show, sales of Illumina products had increased from $100,000 to $14 million. Here is another deal including two sharks, as both Mark and Robert decided to go in on a deal with the creators of Nuts and More in 2013. The company produces nut butters and other healthy products that are high in protein and contain flaxseed, some of them in flavors such as mint chocolate chip or spiced pumpkin pie. After fairly long negotiations, the two sharks struck a deal with Nuts and More co-founders Neil and Peter and Dennis and invested $250,000 for 35% of the company. Cuban later called this one of his favorite investments, saying that he was always looking for healthy foods that can appease his desire for sweets, and it turned out to be a very lucrative investment as well, with the company having more than $30 million in total sales as of 2018, according to Go Making Rates. That's all the time we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. What's your $1 million idea that you might want to present to the sharks? Let us know down below in the comments, and we will see y'all next time.